Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Linda Sue Plants for You. This is going to be a rather short video this morning. I just wanted to give you a little update, a little funny story for you. My spider plant, for those of you that have been following me, you will hopefully be excited with me about the progress that this is making. This is my 42-year-old spider plant that I almost lost. I was down to about 7 or 8 leaves this last winter and spring, and after a long battle I finally was able to bring it back to life. And not only that, I took some babies and rooted them, and that's the result of that. But today's video is going to be about my purple velvet plant. And there's my elephant ear. She's doing very well. I just got her a couple weeks ago, and she only had 2 leaves, and now she has a 3rd one. I love this plant. I have a real love for these darker colored leaves. I'm going to turn it here so the light can hit it a little better and you can maybe see. There. And I'm probably just going to leave her in here because she's doing so well. So beautiful. Oh, I could just hug her. I know. Us plant people are a little silly sometimes, aren't we? Okay, the reason for my video today, for those of you that saw when I potted this into this long planter, this was a cutting. My original plant I gave to my granddaughter, but I kept a little snippet of it because I knew I could regrow it for myself, which I did. This started out with one little piece that was about maybe 4 or 5 inches long, and I put this wire trellis, if you can see that I got at the Dollar Tree. What I'm going to do today, and I'm not going to film that because it's too hard for me to stand here and do that and hold my camera, but I do want to show you up close what I'm going to do. If you can see the little leaf coming up in the it just fell down. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope I'm not making anybody dizzy here this morning. Right there where my finger is, you can see there's a leaf in there, and that's where the new growth will come from. So I'm going to cut. Now normally we always want to cut below the leaf and below the node, but in this case it's going to be right above there. Right there. And as you can see, it's very long. This stem grew like crazy over the last couple weeks. So I'm going to do that with both of those long stems. I'm going to cut that down, and then I'm going to cut it again right here, and then again here and here. And the reason I'm doing that is because it's so leggy, and I'm not sure why that is, because we have had an abundance of sunshine here, although we did have a good long trek of cloudy and rainy days, and perhaps that's when this got this long. but I don't like that long leggy look. I like it to be full and bushy. So I'm going to attempt to do that later today, and I will, once I have it cut and in there, I will add that to the rest of this video so you can see how that looks, okay? The other thing that I did do is I watered this pretty well yesterday because I want the cuttings that I take to have as much moisture in them as possible before I cut them so that they have a good chance of surviving. But that is my goal for today. And once I do that, I will film that and I will be back. Until then. Okay, and I am back. Here is the end result of the cuttings that I just took. And I'm not sure if I told you folks in the first part of the video, but I didn't do anything special. I just cut them and stuck them in soil. Sometimes I use rooting powder, sometimes I don't, but it really doesn't seem to matter with this plant, so I actually just forgot today, but I'm not going to worry about it because I'm pretty confident that they will root anyway. But I just wanted to show you how full this is starting to get now toward the bottom. And those are going to continue to grow. And as long as they get good lighting, they should grow up the trellis. And hopefully the stems will be much closer together this time than they were earlier. So, I mean, I don't know if you can see the difference here. They're a lot closer, the leaves are a lot closer together. And that's what I'm after. So, I will be back when it has some growth, and I'll be doing an update for you all. And in the beginning of this video, I mentioned that I had a little funny story for you, and I almost forgot to tell you what that is. I'm in my laundry room right now, and if you can see how long this spider baby is here. The other day, my husband was in here and he was going into the freezer, which is right here. And he opened the door and he didn't see this spider plant. He thought something landed on him. We live out in a very swampy country area, and we have a lot of different kinds of critters and creatures and insects of all sorts. But he felt like something was, well, what happened is the end of this. See if I can get a close-up here. This part was tickling the back of his neck, and he thought it was something crawling on him. So, and I have to laugh because I probably would have thought the same thing. And I give him credit for coming in and telling me about it, because a lot of men are, you know, they got that macho thing going on and they wouldn't admit it if it did happen. But he's funny. So anyway, I just thought that was a cute little story about my wonderful, beautiful, thriving spider plant. And I thought I would share it with you, and I know he won't mind. So, all right, my friends, thank you. Those of you who are helping to support my channel and who are making comments, I really love hearing from you. I look forward to hearing from you. And please, if you have any questions or any comments, don't be afraid to put them down below. I welcome them all. And in the meantime, I hope you all have a very peaceful day. I'm going to do that myself. And again, thank you all. Bye now.